Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to game number 8 of the weekend here at the Elite Junior Prospect Showcase, brought to you by GMU Sports, between the Big Red of Denison University and the Elon University Phoenix. This is the last game of the weekend for both programs. Elon coming in off a nice victory last evening against the Lewis Flyers, and Denison off a heartbreak overtime loss to the High Point University Panthers, and they're looking for their first win of the weekend. So it looks like we'll go right into puck drop as both teams are lined up at center ice. Not going to go through the ceremonial playing of the national anthem. So both teams will line up at center ice. Going in net for Denison is going to be number 30. That's Brennan Holmes. And as in the previous two for the Phoenix, you'll have Owen Geyer. He'll get the nod for Coach Paul Peckman. And Denison, they'll work it out of their own zone, up top, off the skate of the Elon defenseman and out inside the Elon zone. They'll work it below the goal line. And Elon, Estworthy, he'll chip it out to center ice. Elon will chip it in deep and in behind the net. You'll have McGaffigan. He'll trim it around, but cleared out by Junot. But Estworthy again, he'll keep the zone. Kicked aside by Holmes. And McGaffigan, he'll spin it side the net. And Lanzillo, he'll fire it just wide. And it looks like the net's come off the pegs. Nice early opportunity for the Elon University Phoenix. They're early in period number 1. They'll face off controlled by the Big Red. They'll chip it up the sidewall. Junot, he'll work through the center zone and across the blue line and in offside are the Big Red. No face-off will come just outside the Elon blue line to this side of the ice. That's taking the draw for the Big Red is number 16. That'd be Justin Rank. And in behind Owen Geyer. Puck's chipped off the sideboard out to neutral ice. Nice defensive play there by the Big Red, and offside are the Phoenix. Well, face-off's going to come all the way down as that's where the pass originated from. So face-off will come inside the Elon zone just to the left-hand side of Owen Geyer. And again, Rank will work for the Big Red. He'll win the draw. He'll spin it back to the corner. He'll chip itself out front, but nice block in front by the Elon defense. And the Big Red, they'll contain the zone, but it makes its way out into neutral ice. Puck up through the neutral zone and across the blue line. Goldman, he'll work, goes to the center, stick to side by Geyer. As the Phoenix, they'll look to clear the zone. Nice keep at the blue line by Denison out front. Ooh. Puck worked under the stick of the Elon defenseman, and opportunity there for the Big Red, but unable to capitalize. And Elon, they'll chip it back inside the Denison zone and behind the net. That'll be number 17. Heslin, he'll try to work it out front. Corralled by Anderson. He's being pressured by Heslin. He'll regroup behind his own net, chip it up the sideboards, but unable to clear. Elon doing a nice job forcing the play inside the Denison zone, and Heslin in behind the net. He'll look for a lane, step to the middle, shot kicked aside by Holmes. And Denison, they try to clear the zone. That's number 10. As Esworthy. Quick save by Holmes. Elon doing a nice job here keeping the zone. Esworthy, he'll pinch down. Puck works his way in behind the net. It's a funny hop off the sideboard. And Esworthy. He'll try to go back to Weiner, but unable to keep the zone and makes its way all the way down inside behind Holmes. Out to neutral ice. Denison, they'll try to make their way across the Elon blue line. A nice defensive play there by the Phoenix. Shot kicked aside by Geyer. And they try to clear the zone. Denison will keep the puck inside the Elon zone. But Esworthy. He'll fire it rink side and all the way down, no icing. And the puck makes its way in behind Holmes. They'll battle below the goal line. Looks like that's Seitz and Humphreys. I'll check that, it's Holman. And back come the Big Red. Jeannot up the wing. He'll cross into the Elon zone. He'll look for a lane to the middle. It makes his way up to the point. Elon tries to clear, unable to do so. Well, they do make their way out into neutral ice. So Denison, they'll just dump it back in. Elon will regroup behind their own net. Seitz, he'll fire it off the sideboard, and it went off the glass and trickled in on Geyer, and he'll take a whistle. Here at 15:31, no score in the hockey game. And the faceoff will come to the right-hand side of Owen Geyer. Faceoff one to the sideboards and controlled by Denison. They'll work off the sidewall in behind Geyer. The Big Red come up with the puck inside the Elon zone. They'll work off the sidewall. They go cross ice. So Olympia, he keeps the zone. And Elon having a hard time clearing the zone. They do make it out to center zone. We have a 2-on-1. As McGaffigan chipped off the skate and in the net. And that's going to count. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. But good things happen when you go to the net. And that's going to be a Ben Roth. I believe that's Rosenthal. He's going to get the goal. Either Rosenthal or McGaffigan. So it went off Rosenthal's skate. But McGaffigan's going to get either the goal or an assist. So at 14:57 of period number 1, the Phoenix of Elon University go up 1-0. As they work the puck inside the Elon zone, hard up off the glass, and it'll chip out into the protective netting. So face-off looks like it'll stay inside the Elon zone. So face-off will be to the left-hand side of Geyer. And Greer, he'll take the draw against Grande. Face-off controlled by the Phoenix. They'll bounce it off the sideboards, out to neutral ice. But corralled by the Big Red. Shot in, sticked aside by Geyer. And out to neutral ice it goes. As the Big Red will regroup in their own zone. Jeannot will spin it up through neutral ice, on and off the stick of Greer. As Grande tries to corral. Turned over, sticked aside off a shot from number 28 for Denison. And Grande, he'll spin the sidewall, looks to go to a trailer, but turned over, and the Big Red able to get it out to neutral ice, and the Phoenix, they'll regroup. Nice pressure there by Nick Grande as the Phoenix apply pressure inside the Denison zone. Mishandle there, nice keep. That was number 10, Weiner. Nick Grande in across the blue line, he'll drop. But unable to control as the Denison Big Red take over. They'll chip it up the sideboards and it'll work its way out into center zone. Rella for the Phoenix. He'll turn it over. Back come the Red. The Big Red, but Elon able to corral and chip it out into neutral ice. Anderson will work his way up through the center zone, in across the blue line. He'll chip it off a stick and in on Geyer. He'll glove this one down for a whistle. 13 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 the score. In favor of the Phoenix. Justin Rink, he'll take the draw here, but one by the Phoenix. They'll chip it out into neutral ice. And Danny Heslin. Nice work by the Phoenix forward. But the Big Red able to clear the zone up through neutral ice. That'll be number 16, Justin Rink. He'll chip it in on net. And again, Geyer, he'll smother it up for a whistle. You're just north of midway through period number 1. So puck up top. Shot through just wide off the stick of Logan Anderson. As the Big Red work it down below the goal line. Elon works to clear the zone. Chip forward off the stick of Chris Iwicki. But the Big Red, they're able to control the puck inside the Phoenix zone. Chip it up the sideboards. And back come the Phoenix. In across the blue line. In on a breakaway shot, scores. Oh, baby. That's another one for Ben Rosenthal, if he did indeed get the first one. So that goal comes at 12:08, period number 1. A block shot makes its way out in the center zone, and Rosenthal wins the foot race and puts it up over the glove-hand side of Holmes. So face off, make its way to center ice, and corralled by the Phoenix. Lanzillo, he'll spin off a check, look to control the puck. Estworthy does a nice job keeping the zone. Shot kicked aside by Holmes. And the puck will make its way out, just out in front of the net, but turned over by the Big Red in their own zone. But out to neutral ice it goes. Nick Grande will spin off a check, work the puck inside the the Denison zone. And Estworthy. He'll work the puck to the middle. Elon doing a nice job keeping the zone, but looks like it's made its way out or a hand pass. They'll face off will come just outside the Denison zone. At 11:28, period number 1. Elon up on the scoreboard, 2-0. Here early on in the final game of the weekend for both programs. Oh, hard hit there by number 4. That's Chanot, and he's going to head to the box. As he took down Nick Grande, and he'll head to the box. He'll get 2 minutes for boarding. So Elon will go on his first power play of the hockey game. We saw plenty of those in yesterday's game. And we saw some good success, more so in game 2 than game 1 for the Phoenix. So a little line change miscue here, a little delay. But face-off controlled by Denison. They'll chip it off the sideboards and all the way down the ice. Geyer, a little miscue there. But corralled up the sideboard to McGaffigan and chipped back in by the Big Red. Resnick, he goes hard off the side glass and out to neutral ice. This is Rosenthal. He'll step to the middle. Shot. Oh, just wide, far post. As Ben Rosenthal, he's on a mission today. So the Phoenix, they'll set. Look to work it to the middle. Oh, and on and off the skate of the Big Red defenseman. And an opportunity there for the Phoenix, but the net comes off the pegs again. So we'll see where the faceoff is. 1:16 to go on the penalty. And 10:35 to go in the period. So unit number 2 comes out for the Phoenix on the power play. Nick Grande, he'll win the puck to the sidewall. Nice work there by Estworthy. And corralled by Grande. Turnover. And the Big Red will work it up through neutral ice. Nice defensive play there by the Phoenix and Estworthy. He loses an edge, but able to corral the puck. Kicked in on Holmes, and he'll steer it aside, and the Big Red will clear it all the way down. Under a minute to go in the Elon power play. The puck will work its way in behind the Denison net as they try to clear the zone, but nice keep there by the Phoenix. Estworthy, he'll chip it below the goal line. And Connor Rose back up to Estworthy up top. Berdozzi. They go to the sidewall. Heslin goes backdoor. Oh, nice play there. Back to Estworthy. But a defensive block by number 15, Trevor Seitz. At the Phoenix. They'll set again. Heslin step off the shoulder of Holmes. And cleared all the way down by Logan Anderson. So that'll do it. 5-on-5. 9:15 to go in the period. As Heslin, he'll step around. Oh, what a save. Oh, the puck made its way behind. It looked like he got it, but Heslin, he'll get a goal here in period number 1. So with under 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes to go, over 10 minutes gone in period number 1, Phoenix will find themselves up 3-0. So face-off controlled on the sideboard by the Phoenix, but turned over, and the Big Red are in offside. So face-off will come just outside the Phoenix blue line. So Justin Rink looks to win the draw. Controlled by the Phoenix. They'll dump it out into neutral ice. And the Big Red, they'll chip it inside the Phoenix zone. Rella, he'll look to clear the zone, unable to do so as the puck works its way out front. Steered aside by Geyer. Came off a backhand shot from number 16, Justin Rink. So Rink, he'll look to corral the puck. The Big Red control inside the Elon zone. Shot to the middle, sticked aside by Geyer. As Maroney, she'll try to chip it up, try to clear the zone, unable to do so as the Big Red applying a tremendous amount of pressure. And they can't clear the zone, kept in, Rink. He'll fire it in on net. And Geyer, he'll cover it up for a whistle. 8:17 to go in the period. Elon finds himself out in front, 3-0. And the face-off to be to the left-hand side of Geyer. Face-off won by the Phoenix. They'll work it in behind the net. Nice pressure by the Big Red. And the Phoenix will clear it all the way down the ice. And no icing. In behind the net. That'll be Logan Anderson. He'll work his way out through neutral ice. Turned over to the Phoenix. They'll dump it in. And in on the forecheck is number 20, Josh Hooper. As a Phoenix. Nice job to keep the zone. In on Holmes, sticks it aside. And the Big Red out to neutral ice. Trevor Seitz, he'll step in across the blue line. And in ahead of the play was number 17, Joey Holman. So another offside against the Denison Big Red. So face off just outside the Elon zone. Face off won by the Phoenix. And up to neutral ice they come. Grande, he'll step in across the blue line. Nice defensive play there by the Big Red defense. Into the middle, shot. Oh, well, just up over the crossbar. That came off the stick of Hunter Vance. And Denison tried to clear the zone. Kept in by Esworthy. As Holmes under a lot of pressure here early on in the hockey game. And back come the Big Red. And across the blue line. Shot kicked aside by Geyer and Esworthy. He'll work his way outside into neutral ice. He'll drop it back. Shot through. That was a shot pass. And the Big Red, they'll carry it out through neutral ice. Greer, he'll step in aside the blue line and take a shot on net, steered aside. And again, shot from the sideboards. Sticked aside by Geyer. And Denison able to keep the zone. Nice work on the sideboard. Shot through off the shoulder of Geyer. And Denison. Good amount of pressure here. Late in period number 1. They find themselves down 3-0 to the Elon Phoenix. And behind the net, Jeannot up from his defensive position. He'll work in behind the goal line. As the Big Red able to corral the puck, but it'll clear its way out into neutral ice. In his own zone, Logan Anderson. He'll spin it to the middle, but turned over. Back come the Phoenix. Nice work on the sideboard. McGaffigan. They'll go far side. They'll chip it in low. Up top. Fire through, but off a shin guard. Nice defensive play there. But back come the Big Red. Oh, nice back check there by Connor Rose. He negated what was a great opportunity, but back come the Phoenix. Lanzillo, he'll spin to the middle. McGaffigan. Oh, he goes to Maroney. Oh, Gracie Maroney with a great opportunity. Off the stick of McGaffigan and Lanzillo. Shot swallowed up by Geyer. 4:51 to go in the period. And 3-0 to score in favor of the Phoenix. So as we've talked about the whole weekend, is you can't do this alone. And we've got a tremendous amount of volunteers and people that are helping get this showcase on the way. You know, big thanks to Elite Junior Prospects. Big thanks to GMU Sports, local Papa John's and Jersey Mike's here in Hillsboro. Without those folks, these showcases aren't possible. Well, shot through off a shin guard. And the Big Red try to keep the zone, unable to do so. It'll make its way out into neutral ice. They'll work it up the sideboard. Out into neutral ice. Nice defensive coverage there by the Phoenix. They'll regain control in across the blue line. They'll try to keep the zone. They're able to do so. Nice work there by the Big Red defenseman, Jeannot. He'll step in across the blue line. But nice defensive coverage by Elon. Shot sticked aside by Geyer. As a Phoenix. They'll clear it out to neutral ice. This will slide and they'll wave off the icing. In behind his own net. Number 10 for the Big Red. They'll try to cross ice, but turned over onto the stick of Nick Grande, and he'll chip it inside the Big Red zone. Oh, Elon will tag up. Denison will make their way outside of their own zone into neutral ice. A little miscue there. They'll regroup again in their own zone. They'll go side to side all the way down the ice, and this will slide for an icing. 3:18 to go, period number 1. And 3-0 still the score in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. So Nick Grande, he'll square off against Nick Grande will square off against Humphreys. They'll keep the zone. Shot, redirect in front. Nick Grande almost got a stick on that one on the shot through by Eden Rella. So in behind the net, Hunter Vance, he'll chip it out front. Number 7. Nice shot there by Andrew Hughes and shouldered down by Holmes. So he'll take a whistle. Face-off coming to the face-off dot to his left-hand side. So under 3 to go in the period. And Grande, he'll step in against Justin Rink. Face-off won by the Phoenix. That's worthy. Shot through, redirect. In behind the net. Grande, he'll chip it in front. And a redirect by Hughes. And Holmes, he'll cover it up for a whistle. Elon doing a nice job on applying pressure inside the big red zone. So face-off controlled on the stick of McGaffigan. He'll work in behind the net. Chipped out front and kept in by Labardozzi. And McGaffigan up to Lanzillo. Lombardozzi, chip off the stick of Rosenthal up into the protective netting. So face-off looks like it'll stay inside the zone. So they're saying it went off a Denison player. So face-off controlled. Lanzillo shot. Oh, I don't know what went off the helmet or the face shield of Holmes. But he lost sight of it. And the Big Red, they'll make their way inside the Phoenix zone. Shot off a stick. Nice defensive play there by Esworthy. And the puck will make its way up into the netting. So faceoff will come inside the Elon zone. So last minute line change for Coach Beckman for the Phoenix. And face-off controlled by the Big Red. Win it back to the defenseman, number 7, Salerno, and he'll corral it in neutral ice. We'll go side to side all the way down, and that should slide for an icing. As you know, was looking for the cross ice, but a little too hard. And the faceoff will come back inside the Big Red zone. Under 2 minutes to go, period number 1. And still 3-0 in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. Oh, nice face-off win straight forward there by number 17. That was Danny Heslin. And Holmes had to be sharp on that one. Nice kick save as the puck makes its way inside the Elon zone. Back to neutral ice. Phoenix, Heslin. Nice defensive play there by Denison. Back to Connor Rose. He'll step off a check. Shot just wide of the far post. And it'll work its way out into neutral ice. Ben Grillo, he'll work on the sideboards. But back come the Big Red in across the blue line. Step to the middle, shot. And they score. That's going to be a Joey Holman goal. As the puck popped off the wall off the stick of Ben Grillo. And Joey Holman, he'll put the Denison Big Red on the board at 1:20 of period number 1. Well, face-off controlled by Denison. They'll work it up to neutral ice and across the blue line. Shot and glove down by Geyer, but it makes its way into the near corner. As a Phoenix, they'll clear it out into neutral ice. In across the blue line, McGaffigan. He'll step off a check, works to the middle off the skate of Anderson. And the Big Red will just chip it out into neutral ice. That's worthy up off the sideboards. Rosenthal, he'll chip it just across the blue line. as he'll work on the sideboards against Anderson. And Logan Anderson. He'll work his way up to neutral ice. Nice back check there by Jack Lanzillo. But Big Red just chip it in. And the Phoenix. They'll look to clear the zone. And the Big Red. They'll carry it in across the blue line. Shot, just wide the far post. As Trevor Seitz had that far post labeled. And in offside is McGaffigan. So faceoff will come outside the Denison zone. 10.4 to go in the period. 3-1 the score. Humphreys, he'll go against Lanzillo. As the Big Red will win the puck, go side to side, chip it out. Turnover Esworthy. Shot, scores with 1.7 seconds to go in period number 1. Well, that'll make it 4-1. Heading into the break on a turnover at the blue line. And Mason Esworthy doesn't give up on the play. So faceoff will come to center ice. And that looks like it's probably Esworthy's first college goal, as they picked up the puck after the goal went in. And that'll do it as the buzzer sounds. So 20 in the books. 4-1 the score in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. So we'll step away and take a break and be back for the second period. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 2 getting ready to get started. Both teams have made their way out of their respective locker rooms. And with 20 in the books, Elon finds himself up 4-1 on the visiting Big Red from Denison. So this is the last game of the Elite Junior Prospect Showcase for both of these programs. And for those wondering what is Elite Junior Prospects, well, it's sort of a unique student-athlete positioning program which allows coaches and athletes to better identify themselves with each other and put themselves in a position to get the best player and the best program for both coach and athlete. Well, face-off controlled by the Phoenix inside the Big Red zone. They'll work below the goal line. In behind Holmes. Up top, they'll go side to side, shot through, and glove down for the first whistle of period number 2. Check that. So face off to the right-hand side of the Big Red goaltender, Brennan Holmes. And out come the Big Red. Mason Esworthy. He'll try to spin it up the sideboards. Lombardozzi, he'll work on the sideboards, but kept in by the Big Red. Esworthy, he'll chip it up top. McGaffigan tries to go to Lanzillo behind him, but back comes Denison. Nice defensive play there by Lombardozzi. As the Big Red, they'll work it out front and off a skate. Down and able to keep the zone is number 7, Nick Salerno for the Big Red. So faceoff will come just outside of the Elon blue line. Well, faceoff. One back by Nick Grande for the Phoenix. They'll chip it out into neutral ice and across the blue line. Danny Heslin. He's got a goal in today's game. He'll spin it cross ice. Back up top. Connor Rose has shot through just wide. As he'll play out there with his partner, Hunter Vance. Hunter Vance looks like Hunter's moved back from his forward position to play defense. And Grande, nice job to keep the zone. But back come the Big Red. In across the blue line. Shot, kicked aside. Oh, dangerous play there. A little bit miscue off the stick of Geyer, and he'll cover it up. 18-19 left to go in period number 2. So again, big thanks to Elite Junior Prospects and GMU Sports for putting on this showcase. Oh, puck up top. Nice shot there, block. And Hughes. He'll carry it in across the blue line. Step, shot. Oh, and a goal. What a play by Andrew Hughes on the near wall. And he goes cross ice to number 9, Nick Grande, and I think Nick's going to get the goal. Early on here in period number 2. So that'll be Nick Grande from Andrew Hughes at 18:07 period number 2. Face off won by the Phoenix. And the puck will make its way back inside the Elon zone. Off the side of the net. Carried forward out of the zone by the Phoenix. Controlled by the Big Red. They're in across the blue line. Step to the middle. Shot scored. Oh, what a snap wrister by number 4. Oliver Janot. That was a rocket. So at 17:44, the Big Red answer back. So it'll make it 5-2 Well, Big Red, he'll chip it out into neutral ice. They'll work against number 25, Aiden Rella. He'll work on the sideboards. They try to corral the puck, and it makes its way up top to the goal scorer. Shot again, scored. Same place. Rinse and repeat for number 4 in the Big Red. That's 2 goals in less than a minute for the Big Red defenseman. Both shots went high glove over Owen Geyer. So that'll make it 5-3 early on here in period number 2. Well, the Big Red taking a little momentum out of this. Nice step to the middle, shot, and a misfire there. But they corral the puck in the slot area. Number 9 gets a shot through. That'll be Noah DeFlippo. But the puck makes its way out into center ice. And Janot, he'll work it up through the center zone. Big Red coming with a lot of presence now as they fired into the breadbasket of Owen Geyer. That came off the stick of number 17, Joey Holman. And a faceoff will come inside the Phoenix zone. 16:50 to go, period number 2. 5-3 the score. 3 goals early on here in period number 2. 1 by the Phoenix and 2 by defenseman Oliver Janot for the Big Red. Nick Grande inside the Big Red zone. He'll look to corral the puck. And the Phoenix, they're going to go on a power play as Logan Anderson, he'll head to the box. I think he'll get 2 minutes. Not sure what the call is. It's either going to be boarding or head contact. Oh, you got 2 minutes for boarding at 16:31. Period number 2. Well, this will be power play number 2 for the Phoenix. Oh, they put 5 minutes up on the board, so it must have been head contact. So opportunity here for the Phoenix on a major power play at 16:20 of the period. Step to the middle, shot. Oh, what a save by Holmes. As breaking through the seam, it was number 23, Lanzillo. He and Rosenthal. But Holmes up to the task. Face-off will be to his right-hand side. Lanzillo, he'll look to corral. He does. Back to the point. And Hughes off a shin guard. He'll chip it in towards the net. And then with a fielder's choice, Brennan Holmes, he'll settle it down for the face-off as we're only 30-odd seconds into this power play for the Phoenix. Holmes, he'll step to the middle, shot, redirect. Holmes lost track of it and saw it at the last minute. It made itself wide. And back come the Big Red in across the blue line. Stepped around, nice play there, shot. What a save by Geyer. That came off the stick of number 9, Noah DeFlippo. Great shorthanded opportunity for the Big Red. And Andrew Hughes. Nice pressure there by the Denison penalty killers. In across the blue line. Lanzillo steps to the middle, shot kicked aside by Holmes. Up top, Hunter Vance. Chip it to the middle, redirect. And the Big Red will just clear it all the way down the ice. In on Geyer. He'll spin it up into neutral ice over the stick of Estworthy. And the Big Red. He'll chip it up to neutral ice, Estworthy. They'll go off the sideboards. Nick Grande, he'll chip it in In behind Holmes as the Phoenix. They'll keep the zone. They'll set the play. They'll work it off the sideboards. Lombardozzi, he works it down low, tries to go down low to Estworthy. Estworthy, he'll step off the wall. Sideboard shot scored. What a play by Mason Estworthy. That's when you don't give up on the play, and a nice no-look backhand pass. That goes to number 17. I believe he's going to get the goal, Danny Heslin. But Lombardozzi and Mason Estworthy made that play happen. So at 14:42, that'll be a power play goal. And with it being a major penalty, Phoenix will stay on the power play for another 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Estworthy, they'll go sideboard to Hughes. Hughes goes to Grande. Phoenix try to keep the zone, but the puck makes its way outside and all the way down the ice. Lombardozzi, he'll work behind his own net. They'll go to Mason Estworthy. He'll chip it up the sideboards to Nick Grande. They'll just flip it in behind Holmes, and they'll work inside the big red zone. But turned over, but corralled again by Grande. Phoenix doing a nice job on this power play. But again, the big red equal to the task on the penalty kill. At this point in the major power play, Lombardozzi will chip it down low. Estworthy back up top. Steps to the middle. Back to Estworthy. He'll step off the sideboard to the middle. Lombardozzi kicked aside by Holmes. And Hunter Vance. No, excuse me. Check that. That's number 17, Danny Heslin. Up to Lombardozzi. Back to Heslin. He'll step to the middle. Works it down low. McGaffigan tries to go out front. Off a stick, and Estworthy. 1:35 to go in the major power play for the Phoenix. Shot kicked aside again by Holmes. Big Red doing a nice job keeping all the shots to the outside and the front clear. And back come the Big Red. They'll work it through the center zone. Shot and gloved. Ooh. That was a little mishandle by Geyer. And the puck squirted in behind him, but cleared out by the Phoenix. Puck in neutral ice. Lombardozzi, he'll chip it in on Holmes. He'll play it to the corner, and the Big Red will make their way out of their own zone. 46 to go in the power play for the Phoenix. Back Lanzillo. Step in across the blue line, and in ahead of the play is either number 9, Nick Grande, or number 10 for the Phoenix. 12:11 to go, period number 2. 6-3 the score in favor of the Phoenix. And 40 seconds left in the major power play. And the puck makes its way out into neutral ice. Rosenthal, he'll go side to side. Hunter Vance, he'll cross ice to Andrew Hughes. Hughes, he'll step in across the blue line. Work it in, sideboard, chipped aside by, I believe Holmes got his stick on that. And the Big Red. They'll work it up to center ice, breakaway. And all alone, shot. And masked down right off the shield of Owen Geyer. That shot came off the stick of number 28 for the Big Red. And Lanzillo. They look to spin off a check, and that'll do it as the power play ends for the Phoenix. So 1 goal in the major power play, and here come the Big Red. Shot right into the gut. And they score. It makes its way through. And a hard shot off the stick of number 9. I believe that was Noah DeFlippo. And Johnny on the spot's going to be Trevor Seitz. So goals aplenty here in period number 2. As that'll be three for the Big Red. Making it 6-4 in favor of the Phoenix. Anderson, he'll chip it up to neutral ice, but corralled by the Phoenix. Anderson again in behind his own net. The Big Red try to clear the zone. Nice back pressure there by the Phoenix. Back comes Anderson. He steps to the middle of the ice. He'll spin off a check, tries to go to the middle. But the Phoenix able to control. He'll chip it up the sideboards, on and off the stick of number 20. It'll be Josh Hooper. And the puck will make its way down inside the Big Red zone, icing against the Phoenix. Just at the midway point, just north of the midway point of the hockey game. As the faceoff will come to the right-hand side of Owen Geyer. In behind his own net. Aiden Rella, he'll chip, but turned over. Back come the Big Red. Out front shot scored. Oh, baby. What a play by number 16. Justin Rink, he moves it out front. I think that came off the stick of number 8. Michael Goldman parked in the high slot. And all of a sudden, we got a hockey game. 6-5 the score, and still in favor of the Phoenix. But the Big Red has mounted a tremendous comeback here in period number 2. So Hunter Vance, he'll chip it up sideboard, and McGaffigan. Excuse me, that's Langillo. And we're going to get a penalty here. Big Red are going back in the box. I think it's going to be number 16. Justin Rink. The man who just set up the latest goal for the Big Red. He's going to head to the box, 2 minutes for tripping. At 10-17, period number 2. 11 goals so far in the hockey game, and we're right halfway through. So face off one to the sideboards and up out of the zone all the way down the ice. And Geyer. So we got a clock issue. Well, looks like they didn't have the penalty on the score clock before they dropped the puck. So we'll see what happens here. So it doesn't look like they're going to take any time off the clock. So face-off control by the Phoenix. Andrew Hughes. They'll spin it in behind the net. McGaffigan, he'll leave it there for Hunter Vance. They'll work it down low. Vance off the sideboard, redirect. That one off the stick of Rosenthal. And the Big Red unable to clear. Nice keep there by Lanzillo. He'll step off a check, backhand, kicked aside by Holmes. And the Phoenix are able to keep the zone. McGaffigan shot. Oh, high rising shot off the shoulder of Brennan Holmes. And Andrew Hughes. He'll work it out to center ice. McGaffigan for the Phoenix. In across the blue line. He'll drop it back. Rosenthal shot. And covered up by Holmes. 9:27 to go, period number 2. 1:10 to go in the penalty. To number 16, Justin Rink, for the Denison Big Red. So face-off will come to his right-hand side. Nick Grande, he'll win it to the sideboards as Esworthy. He'll go side to side. Shot through by Heslin. And the puck will make its way out. No, they keep the zone. And the Big Red look to get it out, but turned over, shot through. Estworthy, that came off the stick of number 5. Connor Rose was below the goal line. He went out to Estworthy, and a quick shot swallowed up by Brennan Holmes. So another faceoff in the Big Red zone to the right-hand side of the netminder. So Nick Grande will step in here for the Phoenix. Won by the Big Red, chip forward, but corralled by the Phoenix. Lombardozzi turns it over. Oh, dangerous play there. Elon got away with one there, I think, as Lombardozzi unable to keep the zone, and fortunately was able to regain possession as the Phoenix. They'll set inside the Big Red zone again. Under the stick of Estworthy, and down the ice it goes as Logan Anderson. So out from behind his own net, Lombardozzi, he'll work it up to center zone. In across the blue line, Danny Heslin. We're back 5-on-5. As the penalty has expired to Justin Rink. So the Phoenix, they'll try to work it out front. Turn over there, Estworthy. But the Big Red able to clear the zone. And they'll make it out to center ice. Danny Heslin. He'll go to Josh Hooper. He'll step in across the blue line. Shot off the blocker and up into the netting. So 7:46 to go in the period. 6-5 to score in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. A goal-filled second period for both clubs, but tilted in the favor of the Big Red as the puck squirrels in on Brendan Holmes, and he'll cover it up for a whistle. So face-off will come to his left-hand side. One to the sideboards as they try to clear the zone. Kept in, but corralled by the Big Red. They'll fire it all the way down the ice. And in behind his net is number 25, Aiden Rella. He'll chip it up the sideboards. Kept in by Denison. As the Phoenix try to clear the zone. Hard hit on the sideboards by the Big Red. As the physicality seems to have picked up a little bit. As you know, takes out Hooper. And the Big Red try to clear the zone. Unable to do so. And we're going to have another penalty here. I think we're going to take both of them. Originally it was going to be just the Big Red player. But looks like Josh Hooper is going to head as well. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey with just under 7 to go here in period number 2. So it'll be 4-on-4. So it seems like we've had trouble with the score clock. So we'll get the penalties up on the board, and faceoff will be inside the Denison zone. 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Mason Estworthy, he'll chip it inside the Big Red zone, but corralled by Denison. They'll work their way inside the Phoenix zone. Shot, nice block there by Lombardozzi. And Chanel. He'll chip it down low to number 17, Joey Holman. As Holman, he'll spin. Nice work to Janot. Shot. Oh, he's looking for the hat trick. He went same side. But a little tougher angle, and Geyer, he's up to the task on this one. So 6:26 to go in the period. 1:27 to go in the minor penalties to both clubs. Face-off corralled by the Phoenix, but turned over and back come the Big Red. Oh, shot through the crease there by number 8. Dangerous shot there, Michael Goldman. He had a lane. And back comes Heslin. He'll spin to the middle and glove down by Holmes. Well, face-off will come to the left-hand side of the Denison goaltender. Just over a minute to go in the 4-on-4. The face-off's one to the sidewall. There's sidewall and controlled by Denison. They'll step through the zone, number 9. It's Noah DeFlippo. But corralled by the Phoenix. And out to neutral ice. Danny Heslin. He goes to Hunter Vance. Check that. They'll set the play from behind their own net. Up the sideboard, chip it to neutral ice. And the Big Red, they'll make their way across the blue line. They'll go side to side. Nice play there by number 21 for the Phoenix, Hunter Vance. As the backdoor play was broken up by the stick of the Elon defender. Up from behind the net, Joey Holman. They'll go side to side. Janot in from behind his own net. He'll go down low. Justin Rink up top. Janot shot and kicked aside by Geyer. Well, the Big Red doing a nice job here on 4-on-4. We're back 5-on-5. With just under 5 minutes to go in period number 2. So Hunter Vance tries to clear the puck out, but it bounces his way up into the air. Gloved down by goaltender Owen Geyer, and we'll take a whistle here at 4:35 of the period. So Elon with a late line change. And looks like Lanzillo, he'll go against Rink. Face off one to the sideboards, corralled by Lanzillo. He'll step to the middle, up through neutral ice. He'll carry it in across the blue line. Works it back to McGaffigan. McGaffigan in behind Brennan Holmes out front. Oh, what a play by McGaffigan. Had Lanzillo and Rosenthal lurking in front and shot through by Esworthy. High up over the net and back up the Big Red. And they'll make their way in. Shot scored. Oh, man. That all started with a good rush and pressure by number 4 for the Big Red. So that's the second goal of the game for number 8, Michael Goldman. And at least point number 3 or 4 for number 4, Oliver Janot. So the goal comes at 3:55 of period number 2, and that'll knot us at 6. Who would have thought 12 goals in 2 periods of play? So shot through off the stick of Josh Hooper. And Holmes will glove it down for the whistle. So again, a big thanks to Elite Junior Prospects and GMU Sports for putting on this program. Without good sponsors like them, these showcases would not be possible. So Danny Heslin. He'll spin it up top. Connor Rose, he'll chip it in deep. Phoenix looks to control down below the goal line. Let the Big Red try to clear the zone and able to do so. Rella, he goes off the sideboards, but chipped forward by the Big Red. And Connor Rose. Nice stretch pass there to Heslin. Logan Anderson. Nice job, but turned over. And the Phoenix. They'll look to control below the goal line. Nice pinch by Rella, but back come the Big Red. And across the blue line, developing 2-on-1. Shot. Kicked aside. Oh, that was an old school save by Owen Geyer. As a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Big Red. Under 3 to go in the period. Puck will work its way in behind Holmes. As Andrew Hughes, he'll chip it out front. And the puck will make its way back into center zone. Lombardozzi, he'll chip it in. And the Phoenix, they'll work in behind the net. Andrew Hughes. Nice step up there. Nice defensive coverage. I think that was Hunter Vance. And the Phoenix. Doing a nice job of keeping the puck inside the Big Red zone. So we'll work the puck up through center zone. Justin Rink, he'll step in across the blue line. Andrew Seitz on the sideboards, unable to corral. Back to the stick of Justin Rink. He'll spin to the middle. Oh, nice defensive play in front there. I think it was number 7, Andrew Hughes. Up top, shot through, off the skates of Nick Grande, and back to center ice is Andrew Hughes. He'll spin it in, and the Phoenix will go for a line change. 1:25 to go in the period. And the Big Red in on Geyer. He lost sight of it. And Connor Rose, he'll chip it up the sideboards, turned over, shot through off the shin guard of Lanzillo. And scramble in front of the Phoenix net. And corralled by Lanzillo. And smartly, he'll chip it all the way down the ice. 1 minute to go in the period. And the Big Red, he'll step across the blue line. And Connor Rose. He'll chip it up top. McGaffigan onto the stick of Lanzillo. 45 to go in the period. Jack Lanzillo, top, start. He'll fire it just wide. And Rosenthal, he'll work on the sideboards. He'll come off the wall. And there's going to be a hooking penalty against the Big Red. Well, they're going to call it a trip. So 34.7 seconds to go in the period, and the Phoenix will head back on the power play. So heading to the box is number 28 for the Big Red. And the faceoff will come just to the right-hand side of Brennan Holmes. So face-off corralled, McGaffigan. He's taken down. It'll be a 5-on-3 as number 17 is going to head to the box. That's Joey Holman. So the Phoenix will get a good opportunity here, 5-on-3. 25.5 to go. That'll be almost a full 2-minute 5-on-3. So faceoff will come to the right-hand side of Holmes. We'll faceoff one back. Andrew Hughes, he'll go side to side to Hunter Vance. And nice stick work there by number 15. That's Trevor Seitz. And he'll just tries to rip it all the way down the ice. But nice keep there by the Phoenix. Shot far side. Oh, what a goal by McGaffigan. Holy smokes. I don't know if he hit that out of midair, but there's no way that he didn't. Either deflected off him or he batted it out of midair, but 5.4 seconds to go in the period. Now make it 7-6. And that'll be a power play goal for the Elon Phoenix. So as we close out period number 1 with the late goal by the Phoenix, we'll close out period number 2 in the same fashion. However, score's a little bit different, as we'll find our way heading into the second intermission with the score 7-6 in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. And we'll be back with the third period. Welcome back, everybody. Third period of game number 8 of the weekend, the Elite Junior Prospects Showcase presented by GMU Sports. We'll have the last 20 minutes of play between the Elon University Phoenix and the Denison Big Red. So 7-6 is the score in favor of the Phoenix on a goals aplenty period number 2, and the Phoenix will start period number 3 on the power play with just under 1:30 left in power play time, and they'll work it out of their own zone. Nice pressure there by the Big Red. That'll be number 16, Justin Rink, on the penalty kill. Jack Lanzillo out from behind his own net. He'll make his way in across the center zone. He'll drop it there, taken in hard to the sideboards by number 4. That's Oliver Janot. So faceoff will come outside of the Big Red blue line. Just over a minute to go in the penalty. And the faceoff control by the Phoenix. Inside neutral ice, they'll work it in across the blue line. Ben Rosenthal, he'll work it behind the net. He collides with McGaffigan. McGaffigan back to Rosenthal, shot. Oh, off a shin guard up over the net. Nice little give and go there by McGaffigan and Rosenthal and Lanzillo. Nice work on the wall by Jack Lanzillo. Step to the middle, shot off the side of the net. And Lanzillo, he'll spin it up top. Hunter Vance, shot, redirect. Oh, nice save there by Holmes. Oh, what another save off the stick of Ben Rosenthal. And Brennan Holmes. Good right away here in period number 3. 24 seconds to go in the penalty. And a power play for the Elon University Phoenix. So face-off will be to Holmes. Left, corralled by the Big Red. They'll chip it up the sideboards and kept in by Heslin. Connor Rose. They'll corral for the Phoenix. Shot off a shin guard. That one stung number 6. I think it's Logan Anderson. And that'll do it as the Big Red will step out of the penalty box, and we're back 5-on-5. So in across the blue line, Connor Rose. We'll spin it around sideboards to Nick Grande, and back to Rose. He'll step off a check, but corralled by number 7, Nick Salerno, and they'll fire it all the way down the ice. Not sure why that wasn't icing. But puck corralled inside the Phoenix zone as the Big Red. They'll try to gain control. They'll work it back on the far side. Number 17 for the Big Red. Joey Holman tried to keep the zone, but it makes its way to center ice. And Trevor Seitz, he'll chip it in all the way in behind Owen Geyer. Check that. So the Phoenix, they'll work their way through center zone. In behind the net. Puck comes off the stick of the Phoenix forward and back inside the net. Nick Salerno, he'll work it up top. And away goes number 8, Michael Goldman. He'll chip it forward, tries to hit number 16, Justin Rink. And back come the Phoenix, Jack Lanzillo. He'll carry it in across the blue line. Looks to step around to check for number 3, Martin Lampia. And back come the Big Red. Michael Goldman in across the blue line. He'll dump it in and go for a line change as the Phoenix. He'll chip it to the sideboards. And the Phoenix. He'll chip it out into neutral ice. Chip forward. McGaffigan. He'll step in across the blue line. He'll step off a couple of checks. Back up top, tries to go Lanzillo. Nice back pressure by the Big Red, and they'll make their way to center zone. Puck chipped all the way in. Phoenix have to tag up. Holmes will set behind his net. For number 3, Limpia up the sideboards. And out to neutral ice it goes. Nice back check there by Connor Rose. And Bardozzi, he'll chip it out into neutral ice. And Nick Grande. He'll try to step off a check. Nice play there by the Big Red defender as McGaffigan has his stick tied up. He'll try to clear the zone. Nice pressure there by the Phoenix. And the puck will make its way behind the net. Oh, misstep there by Jeannot and corralled by Nick Grande off a skate of number 7, Nick Salerno, and he'll work it up through the neutral ice. Trevor Seitz stepped in across the blue line, shot off the side of the net and back behind his own net. That was Esworthy. But the Big Red. Shot blocker down by Geyer. And the Phoenix having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Nice pressure by the Big Red. But it makes its way out into center ice and all the way inside the Big Red zone. So Hunter Vance will go to Danny Heslin. Back to Vance, up off his stick and into the netting. 14:32 to go in the period. 7-6 to score in favor of the Elon University Phoenix. So faceoff will come inside the Big Red zone. To the right-hand side of Holmes. Faceoff controlled by the Big Red. Shot in. Ooh, weird little shot in on net. I don't think he meant to do it. But Logan Anderson had one go through the blue paint. As they battle in the near corner, as the Phoenix try to keep the zone, they do so. Danny Heslin. Nice read over to Connor Rose. Step shot off a shin guard. Nice block there by Logan Anderson. And back come the Big Red. Michael Goldman. He'll fire it in behind Owen Geyer as the Phoenix. He'll look to set. Rose, he'll chip it up the sideboards. Josh Hooper. He'll try to clear. Unable to do so. Up top, Anderson. He goes side to side looking for a seam pass, but it makes its way, and Josh Hooper, he loses an edge, and he was in all alone on a breakaway. But he loses an edge, and back come the Big Red. Well, the Big Red make their way inside the Phoenix zone, but puck now controlled by the Phoenix. Mason Esworthy. Oh, nice stretch pass there to Josh Hooper by Mason Esworthy. As the puck will work behind the net to Jeannot. He'll spin his way out from behind his own net up to neutral ice. Nice back check there by Ben Rosenthal. And behind the net, Jeannot. He'll spin it back down low for number 12, Kevin Greer. But back come the Phoenix. Ben Rosenthal, shot. Oh, handcuffed. Holmes a little bit on that one. Those little easy shots along the ice sometimes are a little bit more dangerous than you think. So 12:38 to go in the period. 7-6 to score in favor of the Phoenix. And the faceoff will be inside the Big Red zone. So faceoff control by the Phoenix. He'll step to the middle. McGaffigan. He goes to Lanzillo. Rosenthal back to Gaffigan. McGaffigan. And Lanzillo. He'll go up top. Connor Rose. And Lanzillo to Rosenthal. He goes side to side. McGaffigan off the toe of number 9. for the Big Red to Flippo. You could hear his displeasure from our broadcast point. Connor Rose, he works it up the middle, but turned over inside the blue line. And the shot in on Geyer. Dangerous play there. Off the stick of number 5 for the Phoenix. And the Big Red unable to take advantage. 11:47 to go in the period. And 7-6 the score in favor of the Phoenix. Again, I'd like to thank many thanks to Elite Junior Prospects and the GMU Sports for putting on this showcase. And again, to Jersey Mike's, Papa John's, and all the local supporters that make showcases like this possible. Without them, we couldn't do it. Well, the puck will make its way out into neutral ice. Cleared back in by the Phoenix. And Logan Anderson. He'll stretch it up the ice. Tries to go to Michael Goldman. But nice neutral zone pressure by the Phoenix. And back comes Nick Grande. He'll step to the middle. Off the side of the net. And Holmes, he'll cover it up for a whistle. And the faceoff will come to his left-hand side. That's Grande. He'll square off against number 12, Kevin Greer. Gino, he'll work it hard off the glass out into neutral ice. And the Big Red, they'll corral. Salerno, he'll step in across the blue line. And right into the breadbasket of Geyer. He'll swallow that up for a whistle. And 10:55 to go in the period. So face off one up top. Nice shot through there and blocked by Hunter Vance. Shot came off the stick of Nick Salerno. And Hunter Vance, nice job to get his stick on the puck. And Geyer, he'll cover for a whistle. And a face off to his right-hand side. So Holman will look to win the draw against Danny Heslin. And the puck will make its way inside the Big Red zone. It goes side to side. And Janot. They'll come up with the puck. They'll go off the sideboards all the way down the ice. And this will slide for an icing, but they wave it off. I think rightfully so. As we approach the 10-minute mark here in period number 3. Another shot through off the stick of number 4. And it looks like they're saying the puck went in the net. So as they congregate at the scorer's table, but they're lining up at center ice, so I would say that that's going to be a goal for the Big Red. So at 10:15 of period number 3, we're knotted at 7. No, face-off control by the Big Red in his own zone. Janot, he'll carry it up through neutral ice. He'll step to the middle. Shot through, scored. Oh, what a goal by number 4 by the Big Red. Holy crap. What a play by number 4. He came through the neutral zone with a head of steam. And then stepped to the middle, had Geyer moving the opposite way, and that'll be 3 goals for number 4. Oliver Janot as he cut the seam and went across grain on Owen Geyer. And that'll be 8-7 in favor, their first lead of the hockey game for the Big Red of Denison. So again, many thanks to Elite Junior Prospects, SMU Sports, and Jersey Mike's, Papa John's, and many thanks to High Point University for hosting this broadcast on their YouTube channel. Without folks like that, we couldn't do these and bring these programs to you for those that can't make it to the rink. So 10:03 to go in the period. 8-7 the score in favor of the Denison Big Red. So as you know, they'll work it up through the center zone onto the stick of number 17, Joey Holman. They'll work behind the net. We're going to have a penalty here against Elon. And I think it's going to be a hook against, I think Lombardozzi is going to head to the box. So that'll be 2 minutes against number 12, Tom Lombardozzi for the Elon Phoenix. At 9:45, period number 3. So the Big Red, they'll keep the zone shot. Sticked out by Geyer and cleared all the way down the ice. And Holmes, he'll set for Janot. Up from behind his own net. He'll go up the wing to number 16, Justin Rink. Rink, he'll stop in the far corner. They'll work it back up top, Janot. Shot through, Goldman off a shin guard, and back come the Phoenix. Connor Rose, shorthanded opportunity, shot gloved down by Holmes. And the Big Red try to clear the zone. Nice work on the sidewall by Nick Grande and Goldman. He'll spin off a check. Nice work there by Hughes. As the puck will work in below the goal line. And corralled now by the Big Red and Goldman. Up through neutral ice. He'll step in across the blue line. Sticked aside by Geyer. Takes a funny bounce out the far side and back behind the net. Will be number 25, Aiden Rella. And the puck will make its way out into the slot area and chip forward, and back comes Rosenthal. Ben Rosenthal, he'll step to the middle. Nice work there, chipped out front, goes to Heslin. And the Big Red, Trevor Seitz, he'll chip it forward to Joey Holman. And the puck chipped aside by Geyer. Nice work on the sidewall there by Essery, but corralled by the Big Red. And 5 seconds to go in the power play. And that should just about do it. 7:45, we go back 5-on-5. Well, puck will work its way behind the net. As the Phoenix try to clear the zone after killing off the penalty. And the Big Red doing a nice job keeping the zone, but off the glass it goes out to center ice. Nice intercept there by Heslin. He's in on a breakaway shot. Oh, stick save by Holmes. And Anderson. He'll chip it out into neutral ice, but cleared back in by the Phoenix. Up to Janot. He'll step his way through neutral ice, turned over. Nice pressure there by McGaffigan and Lanzillo. Let the puck will make its way inside the Phoenix zone, up off the wall, Janot. They'll fire it in towards the net. And the Big Red try to keep the zone. But back come the Phoenix. Bardozzi. He'll chip it forward. Well, it's corralled by the Big Red. And back comes Nick Grande. He'll step in across the blue line. He'll try to sidestep a check. And corralled by Lanzillo. McGaffigan up top. Connor Rose. Overside shot off the blocker. Up off the glass. That came off the stick of number 25, Aiden Rella. And Connor Rose shot. And glove down by Brendan Holmes. 6:10 to go. 8-7 the score in favor of Denison. Looking for their first victory of the weekend. Tough loss on Friday to UNC Chapel Hill. And an overtime loss last night to the Panthers of High Point University. Face-off control by Elon. Shot through off the stick of Estery as Grande. He'll battle in front. He'll chip it up the sidewall. Heslin goes up top under the stick of Esworthy. And cleared aside by Geyer. Big Red work it out front. Nice play there. Shot off the... Oh, that one off the crossbar. That was off the stick of number 16, Justin Rank. So just under 6 to go. Another opportunity there for the Big Red missed. But they still find themselves ahead by 1 in the hockey game. Face-off control by the Phoenix. Andrew Hughes will work it up to center zone, but turned over. Back come the Big Red. Well, they try to clear the zone. They do so, but up into the rafters. So face off. I think it'll come back inside the Phoenix zone. So Joey Holman, he'll step into the face-off dot. And he'll go against Jack Lanzillo for the Phoenix. Face-off one back, controlled by Mason Esworthy. He'll stretch it up the ice, on and off the stick of number 19, Ben Rosenthal. But the Big Red, they'll rip it all the way down the ice. This should slide for an icing. And the faceoff will come back inside the Denison University zone. It looks like to the right-hand side of Brennan Holmes. 5:13 to go in the period. 8-7 the score in favor of the Big Red. Salerno, he'll work it below the goal line. Nice work there by Lanzillo for the Phoenix. He'll sidestep a check. He'll work to the middle, up top. Honor Rose. Tries to go back door to McGaffigan. McGaffigan, he plays pitch and catch with Rosenthal. And he'll work against Janot and the Big Red. He'll pitchfork it in behind their own net and chip it up the sideboards. As Lanzillo. Shot off the post. Yeah, what a save. He had to spin around in that one. Nice hard shot there by Jack Lanzillo. Could have been dangerous, but Holmes was able to gather it up with under 5 to go in the period. Great opportunity for the Phoenix. So Lanzillo, he'll square off against Holman. Face off one by the Big. Oh, nice takeaway there by, I think that was Ben Rosenthal or Lanzillo, one of the two. At the Phoenix. Look to apply pressure as they step in across the blue line. Nice intercept and deflection there. And defensive work by the Big Red, and back comes Justin Rink. He'll chip it in behind Geyer. They'll work it off the sideboards as Lanzillo. They'll battle on the sideboards, and back comes McGaffigan. He'll step off a check, taken down. There's going to be a penalty against number 19. For the Big Red, that'll be Nick Podesta. He'll head to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. At 3:51 of period number 3. So looks like Nick Grande, he'll take the draw here for the Phoenix. And Michael Goldman's going to take it for the Big Red as the center on this penalty kill. And the puck won by the Phoenix. Lombardozzi, he'll step to the middle, shot, kicked out by Holmes, shot through, another save. Maybe not a save, maybe deflected by number 4, as you know. And Danny Heslin. He'll chip it down below the goal line, out in front, and it makes its way out into center ice. As the Phoenix, they'll regroup. Lombardozzi. He'll drop it back for Esworthy, but cleared out to center ice by the Big Red. Danny Heslin, Lombardozzi, he'll step in across the blue line. He'll chip it in below the goal line. As the Big Red look to clear, unable to do so, kept in nicely by Andrew Hughes. Nick Grande. He'll spin it from behind the Big Red net, and unable to capitalize, and all the way down it goes. And Geyer, he'll set for Ben Rosenthal. 2:42 to go in the period. Under a minute to go in the power play. Across the ice, Ben Rosenthal, backhand, shouldered down by Holmes. And kept in by Lanzillo, but whistled down on the offside. 39 to go in the power play. 2:30 to go in the period. And the Phoenix still find themselves down by a goal here late in the hockey game. Well, puck moved forward, turned over, back come the Big Red, in across the blue line, number 17. That's Joey Holman. Nice save by Geyer, and back come the Phoenix. Lanzillo, he tries to step off a check. Nice play there by the defender, but turned over McGaffigan. He'll spin it behind the net, up top, Hughes. He goes cross ice to Hunter Vance. They work the puck down below the goal line, and Vance. He'll look to spin it out front. He'll corral behind the net. Works it out, McGaffigan, shot off a crossbar. And up to the point, and Lanzillo. He'll spin to the middle. Corralled by McGaffigan into the skates of Lanzillo. And that'll do it as the power play ends. 5-on-5. Minute and a half to go in the period. We'll work at the sideboards, Andrew Hughes. And the puck will make its way all the way down the ice with 1:19 to go in the period. So you wonder if Coach Beckman's going to pull his goaltender. So we have a timeout on the ice. So again, many thanks to those that make this possible. Elite Junior Prospects, for those looking for a different way to create a profile for your student athlete. Take a spin around their webpage and see what it's all about. And then GMU Sports, the latest in online supplement opportunities for the athlete, for the weekend warrior, or really anybody that's looking to get in a little better shape. And also our local suppliers to help with, feeding the players throughout these weekends It's so important to have those people. Without them, these showcases are not possible. Well, the faceoff corralled by the Big Red. Out into neutral lights. As they battle along the sideboards, and the Big Red able to corral and control through the neutral zone. Under a minute to go in the period. And Lanzillo, he sidestepped to check, but unable to control on the sideboards are the Phoenix, but kept in nicely by Nick Grande. So the Big Red, they try to carry it through the neutral zone, but back come the Phoenix. So 30 to go in the period. As Geyer was headed to the bench, but back comes Justin Rank. Lanzillo will try to work it up to the center zone. And the puck will make its way back inside behind Geyer with 12 to go in the period. And that might do it for the hockey game as the clock ticks down to 5. And that'll do it for the game as the Big Red mount a huge comeback after being down early in the hockey game and a huge second period. So 8-7 the final. In the final game of this Elite Junior Prospect Showcase for both clubs. And Denison will come out of the weekend with their first victory against the Elon University Phoenix. So final score between the Elon University Phoenix and the Denison Big Red is 8-7 in favor of the Big Red. Have a great weekend.